Story time! Alright, so I'm gonna start doing a new thing every while, which is going to be called story time, where I will either share one of the stories from my life or share one of your guys' stories. If you guys want your stories shared, comment down below. And there's really only like 3 rules, being don't share something too inappropriate. Obviously, I'm trying to keep this like semi-family friendly. Don't make it too long. I'm not gonna read out a 30-minute story. That's gonna be annoying. And don't make it too short, as I'm not gonna read out a 2-minute story either. All right? You cool? We cool? We got that? Everything's in line there? Good. All right. So here the story goes. Entitled kid thinks he owns the school. Alright, so this story takes place when I was in like around 5th grade, so when I was like 10 or 11, you know? So I was just playing on one of the basketball courts that my school had, because my school had 2 basketball courts, one outdoor and one indoor. And it was a nice cool day, like, 18 degrees Celsius, so I was playing in the outdoor court because it had nice hoops, nice everything, and I just really liked it. But obviously, since it's a nice day like that, most people will also be playing there. So there was around 6 people, which is alright because there were still a lot of space, and because it's a pretty big basketball court, and typically people will be coming in and out. So at max there was like 9, and at minimum like 5. So you can expect that it could get kind of cramped. So I'm just playing with some of my friends, We're doing in 2-on-2s. So we're just, going ahead and playing some basketball until this random kid, we're gonna call him Timmy, aka entitled kid. So Timmy, he starts shoving into our game, which typically that would be okay if he's just like taking shots, making sure he's not in the way or anything. But this kid starts shoving around and trying to actually like move us around to make sure that he has the right shot. Which, first off, if you're playing in a public court, don't do that. That's just not good, alright? And obviously, like, you go up to him and go like, "What the hell, man?" And this kid's like, "Let me make my shots, bro. Stop taking up the whole court." And I don't get what he meant by the whole court. Still, we were taking up like a quarter of half of the court. So there was the center line and then 2 hoops. We were in the bottom right of one of the court. No, not one of the halves of the courts. So I don't get what he meant by I still don't get what he meant by us taking up much room. We were not taking up much room at all. This kid had so much room to play, yet he just really wanted to barge into exactly where we were playing for some reason. So obviously, when he who's ahead and responds with that, where it's like, "We're not taking up room at all. What do you mean?" And this kid's like, "Yes, you guys are. You're taking up so much room." And as I stated earlier, we're not taking up that much room. So we're like, "Bro, just take a shot elsewhere. You don't need to be in this exact spot." And this kid's just like, "Yes, I do. This is the best spot for me," or whatever. And that doesn't make sense because this court was like the exact same all around. So we're like, and then we just walk to the other side of the court, and then this man takes 2 shots and then barges right back into where we are. And at this point, we're just like, "What the hell, man?" And this kid's like, "You guys are in my spot," which we were very much not in, as we clarified. We moved to the other side of the half, and this kid just decides to barge in instead of, first off, he could have asked all he wants. He didn't. First off, that's bad. Secondly, shouldn't you at least, consider that there are people playing there? I swear. So at this point, we just started getting so annoyed. So we go to the other half, which leaves this kid having that whole half to himself, which is very rare. So obviously more people start moving there, and even when there's less people over there, this kid barges right into where we're playing, which I don't even get why. Like, why? So at this point, we're just pissed. And then this kid, when we're taking a shot, has the audacity to take the ball that we're using. Keep in mind, this was my ball that I spent like $40 for. Which, when you are that young, $40 is insane. So I was obviously pissed, but I couldn't physically attack him because he was in grade 4, and that would seem very bad on my part. So, since one of my friends were in grade 4, he decides that he would get it back. But then, this kid, obviously, Timmy, is entitled, so he won't get it back. So he keeps on just moving it around. And since my friend is shorter than him, because this kid's like 4'11", I don't get how that kid got in 4th grade. I mean, I do kind of, because I think I was that size in 4th grade. So I kind of get it, but like, this kid was not getting it back, and then this kid had the goddamn audacity, throat thing, hiccup or something. I don't even know, what am I saying? My throat's not being very nice to me. Well, this kid has the audacity to kick my friend, and that just puts me over the limit. Like, you could kick me, you could take my stuff, but if you ever try to harm my friend, that will make me break. I will be very, very pissed, okay? So I'm like, bro, what the hell was that for? And she's like, back away, or else I'll get you out of the school. And you're like, what the hell do you mean, get me out of this school? And then this kid, he's like, my dad owns this school. He will get you out of here. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. He very much does not. Like, you are just a Dumbo, a big brain Dumbo. And his dad's like, my dad like manages the school. He can get you kicked out of the school immediately. And I know for a matter of fact that his dad does not manage the school, because one of my friends' dad actually does, and like one of my good friends too. So like, I'm like, no, he doesn't. And he's like, yeah, he does. So if you don't start walking out of this court, I will get you out of here. So I'm like, I swear to God, give me back my ball, or we will have trouble. And it's like, oh, you want your ball? Then go get it. And this kid throws it over the fence into a parking lot and breaks a windshield. And at this point, I'm like, but cameras got you. You're done. And the kid's like, there are no cameras. And I look around and I realize, oh wait, there actually are no cameras. And this kid starts screaming, going like, this person just broke a windshield. So obviously him screaming that will come forward with some attention and from adults. And so the conversation went as follows. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And then the entire kid goes like, getting you out of this school. Supervisor rushes near. What's going on? And then Timmy goes like, this kid points at me. He just broke a windshield of a car. And supervisor turns over to me and goes, is this true? And I'm like, no, it isn't. He grabbed my ball and threw it at a windshield. And then the entire kid goes, he's lying. And then everyone else is just frozen in shock at just what happened. The car horns wail and just chaos is blaring. Because like this is one of the first times that this has happened. No one knows this kid. I think he was like a move-in. The supervisor's like, okay, everyone calm down. You two come with me into the office. So we follow her into the office, and then we sit down at a bench, obviously different benches. They would not trust us at the same bench. So this kid starts grinning from ear to ear at me, like, and while I'm just like, what? So the principal walks out. We're gonna call the principal, Dave. Yeah, Dave. So Dave here, he basically starts obviously talking to us, trying to get more information about the story. And what happens is the entitled kid, or Timmy, he just keeps on trying to blame me. Yet then, and when the supervisor is obviously out trying to talk to kids, see if she can get any more information. While that's happening, me and Timmy and Dave are all just talking and trying to, like, I'm trying to defend myself because I know that, like, people know that I have massive anger issues, so it's not like the least likely thing to happen. So I know I'm at a bad risk here. So I go like, it wasn't me. You can ask anyone at the court. It wasn't me. So then the supervisor rushes in with two of my friends, I believe. Yeah, it was two. And she's like, I think these kids have some information. So then she lets the two kids talk to the principal. And then this kid's grin just drops in an instant. Like, he goes from grinning into ear to his face just being as flat as a worm. Like, his face dropped. I have never seen someone's face drop that fast. So my two friends and the principal walk into his office, and they were there for around like 10 minutes. And at this time, I'm trying to hold back my laughter because I knew this kid's getting busted. So then, after like 10 minutes, Dave, the principal, walks out and then he dismisses me to my class for around 10 minutes while he talks to the entitled kid. And then when he calls me down to the office, he starts talking to me about like how I was being framed and how I handled it very well, which I wouldn't say I did. I was still freaking out. I was very mad, very scared, because I do not want to be expelled. And then, like halfway through our talking, our principal needed to go to a meeting, so I was left. I was walking back to my hall, and then this guy, like the entitled kid, walks up to me and then he grabbed my collar and went, I will make you pay, which is a very big threat. Luckily, I did not see him any day after that. I think he got expelled, because I heard he also got arrested because I think he brought like a knife. I don't get why he just stabbed me, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen him in a while, but I think he got arrested. But that's just my thought. I physically cannot remember. But that was the story. Hope you guys liked the story. Should I do more of this? I probably am gonna. Comment down below your story. And see you guys later, really. Like, I have nothing more to say except like, subscribe. But only if you liked, okay? If you didn't like the video, you can't like or subscribe, alright? You understand that rule? That's a good rule, alright? So, yeah, that's my story. And sorry I haven't been posting for a while. I've just been getting burnt out because I've been posting for a while, and I've just been burnt out. I've been slowly losing motivation. And, you know, so please comment something nice below so it can bring me some motivation. Thank you very much, and peace.